No, I'm not ready for a relationship, but you can still swing on by with the foo-foo. I didn't know he was married. Story time. I just want to talk about the time I dated an illegal. I actually fooled with, I'm going to say, maybe two illegal. So this first one, he was an African from Nigeria. Met him at a African restaurant. Now, the crazy thing about it is, when it comes to food, I'm willing to do the most because your girl like to eat. I love food so much. So although I wasn't attracted to the guy, I felt like he could get me food. So we exchanged numbers. And this was like several times after I had went to that restaurant. I had noticed he was giving me the eye the first time I went. But I'm like, all of these beautiful African women here, I automatically thought that he wanted to use me. He saw my little Toyota and he figured I could haul around him and his family. But mind you, I didn't learn about his family until later. But I'm just thinking from his perspective. Or maybe he thought she could marry me potentially and, I become a legal resident. We hung out, and every time we hung out, I'd be like, hey, bring me pepper soup, bring me some fufu, bring me some potato greens, bring me some egusi, bring me some puff puff. Yeah, so that was kind of like our situationship. It kind of went for a turn. One night he was at my place and we were just hanging out. And I remember that night he had pepper soup. It was in like a 6 ounce container, very small, like just a teaser. And I wasn't happy about that per se, but it was what it was. And I remember him trying to rush things. Like, dude, like, come on now. I pretty much met you yesterday. I don't even know your real government name. Now, I did take a picture of his license before he came to my place, and I sent that to my mom. But I didn't know him to be, rushing into anything. So that was a red flag for me. Like, bro, you ain't even met my dang on kids and you talking about a dang on relationship. You don't even know what I really truly like at the African spot. I was taken aback by that, right? So I'm like, no, I just met you, and no, I'm not ready for a relationship, but you can still swing on by with the foo-foo. It probably was like either that day or the next day or maybe 2 days later. Out the blue, the dude started talking about his wife. I didn't know he was married at the time, right? He never said anything about a wife, never said anything about kids. I later find out he's got like 3 or 4 girls. So that made this situationship even more awkward because it's like, dude, you're around women all the time, and here you are, like you cheating on everybody. That's how I look at it. If you cheating with me and you got a wife and 3 girls, you cheating your whole family. And I ain't really want no part of it. But I don't think I clearly said that at the time. So, yeah, he brought up his wife and he was like, hey, do you know anybody that could use some money? And I am green to this situation. I am so green. Like green, like light green. The greenest it gets, I am green. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why are you bringing up your wife and money? So come to find out, he wanted me to find someone to marry his wife, and he was willing to pay 10 stats, 10 bands, 10 big ones, $10,000 to the guy that would marry his wife. And I'm like, what? All right, so before I tell y'all what I did with that information, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the bell so that you're notified of any content that I post. So let me go back, right? So I started asking him questions, right? Because he told me he came from Nigeria and went to Florida. He was on like I guess a tourist visa or something like that. And he let me know that he had overstayed his visa. So that's why he was in a rush. That was one thing. So he went from Nigeria to Florida to North Carolina. And he started working for this African restaurant. Fast forward, he brings up the wife, he brings up the 10 racks that he was willing to pay. And me, I'm like, man, I know somebody that could use that money. Like, for real though, like, I'm an American and I know Americans that could use that kind of money. But I don't even know if they down with this marriage thing, but I'll ask around. So guess who I went to first? It is like, as I think about this, I cannot help but laugh because I didn't even ask, like, what's in it for me? Like, do I get some referral commission? I was I was lost in the African sauce, I guess. I was stuck on the food that I wasn't even really thinking right. So yeah, the first person I went to, and this was the last person because he like shot me down. His reaction woke me the hell up. Okay, so the first person I went to was my brother, my younger brother, right? Because I'm like, bro, he gonna get you. And all you got to do is, and the funny thing is, it's like when you start talking like that, like all you got to do is, it's like I made it sound so simple. Like, bro, you've been married before. You just got to stay married for 5 years. That's it, bro. And then, I get African food on a weekly basis. Like, we good. We in there. Man, my brother thought I was crazy. He straight laughed in my face. And of course, at that time, I wasn't laughing because, I mean, honestly, I was really thinking about the money. And also the food. I wasn't at all thinking about the consequences. And nor was I like thinking about this ain't right. This ain't right. It ain't supposed to happen like this. This is a transaction and it's illegal. I never thought like that. I guess I was being selfish. So yeah, I told him I let him know. I never told him that my brother shot me down like right away and laughed in my face. I never said that. When he asked about it, I was like, yeah, I'm still trying to find people. I'm still talking to people. But after I was shut down by my brother, I pretty much left it alone. But yeah, and he was talking about, someone would marry his wife and, me and him could get married. And that's when I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, no, it's too many benefits that come with me for me to just, $10,000 ain't enough. Like, I seen 10 racks. That ain't nothing. Not saying my brother ain't seen it, but I'm saying I done held it in my hand. I done played with it. Hell, I done gambled it all away. Like, that ain't nothing for me. Nothing. I'm not gonna marry anybody for change. Like, if it ain't straight up love, and I don't know if I will ever get there again with anybody, it's nothing. Like, the last thing on my mind is marriage. So when he proposed that idea to me, hell no. Hell no. You ain't about to play me. Next thing you know, they living it up in America and I'm struggling. No, no. Or they get like some benefits that come along with me all the way in Nigeria. Hell no. I'm good. I will take my chances and be single. After those talks and him telling me he had a wife and all of this other stuff, and it seemed like it was pretty much a game to him and his wife. I never met the lady, and maybe I should not say that because I'm just going off of hearsay. But it seemed like they had like maybe like an open relationship to which they both could do what they want in hopes of becoming citizens via marriage. But either way, I did not feel comfortable engaging in any type of way with a guy that is married. So I pretty much cut that off. And he continued to text me and stuff like that. And eventually I remember like sending him a scripture or something, just trying to like condemn him, like, you're married, leave me alone. And that was it. So yeah, there was a time innocent me, food with a illegal person from Nigeria, Africa, who told me he overstayed his visa, and I kept in contact with him. Eventually, he proposed to offer my brother money, or, yeah, pretty much my brother and me money for marriage so that him and his wife could become citizens. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.